All right, and continuing on, I've got the structural resin out. I'm going to be mixing a little bit more. Always just make sure and tear with your mixing cup on, of course. I'm going to set a little bit of resin aside. I'm going to make the primary bond with no dye added. Once this primary bond is made for this first part, everything else is going to be dyed black. Now with this dye, we're not doing art projects here, so 0.5% by weight, just enough to make it black is all we need. We're not going to be using 5-10% by weight like we're doing art projects here. So that's generally what art weight would be. So we don't need to do that. But you want to be doing very careful mixing with these resins. If you're going to be off by more than 1.5%, don't bother. As far as the chopped strand or the chopped or milled glass, just a pinch or two if you're only mixing 15 grams of resin. 2.5 is plenty. Mix it in really well. You don't want it to be too clumpy. You want this resin to flow out and have a glossy finish to it. And so I'll do a video. I'm not going to shoot a video of me mixing resin. I'm sure you guys don't need to see that. One thing I do want to note though, you're going to start your mix in one cup, mix it for a few minutes, transfer it to another cup, mix it for another few minutes, and then you're going to start. So once you have your clean mix in your cup, that's when I'll transfer some clean resin to this cup and then dye my resin. That's real important. Your mixing stick, the discoloration from the two different parts of resin, everything that happened in that first cup, that's all trash. You'll have a new stick and everything in your clean cup. That's going to be the resin you use. Don't scrape the sides of the cup to get everything out, just everything that can pour. One other thing, we're in Colorado here, so I keep all my resin on warmers. You'll notice that I have my resin insulated. I'm also working on a warming table. So right now my table is at 135 degrees. These parts are at 135 degrees. I can get away with that with this particular structural resin because you can force cure it at 140 degrees. Just make sure and look at the data sheets of any resins you're using, because at 140 degrees you still have a solid 20-25 minutes of working time. So just be aware of all of those things. If this resin gets down to 60, 55 degrees, it's just dang near impossible to mix.